Bengaluru now has a new civic body, the Greater Bengaluru Authority. With this, the BBMP officially ceases to exist in Bengaluru. But before BBMP bowed out, the city's old corporation delivered one last hard-hitting move. On its final day, the BBMP served notices to nearly 2.75 lakh property tax defaulters across the city, with dues piling up to nearly 787 crores. Special Commissioner of Revenue Manish Modgil described them as chronic defaulters who have never paid their taxes. So notices were sent out to them on the last day of the BBMP's functioning. Now, he warned that this is not going to be spared. If at all these people don't pay up their property tax, then their property will be attached. By letting them off, we do gross injustice to honest taxpayers. This is what he said. Officials point out that this list wasn't drawn up casually. Defaulters were in fact identified through satellite data, drone surveys, records from BESCOM and BWSSB was collected, and field inspection was done, and only then notices were served to all those 2.75 lakh people after repeated calls and SMS alerts were ignored. This is what the officials say. The law is firmly on the civic body side, of course. Non-payment of property tax for 2 consecutive years allows for a 100% penalty, 15% annual interest, and even seizure of movable and immovable assets. Now, starting September 2nd, Bengaluru undergoes a major administrative shift. That's the Greater Bengaluru Governance Act has come into effect. GBA will now replace BBMP. The city will now be managed by 5 independent city corporations under the newly formed Greater Bengaluru Authority. GBA has already identified offices we hear and has carved the city into 10 zones for streamlined administration. Key departments like health, education, revenue and finance will all now function directly under the GBA entity. The governance structure brings in 3 IAS officers serving as special commissioners, all reporting to a chief commissioner of principal secretary rank. And this chief commissioner, appointed for 3 years, will also serve as the district election officer for the region. So, coming into effect, a new civic body in Karnataka's Bengaluru, and its first very assignment, the GBA will follow up on these tax recovery notices. Property tax will be collected, ensuring that Bengaluru's long list of defaulters finally face the law.